Hi, good evening. My name is Salwa. I am your host for Real Talk with Salwa. Welcome to these new episodes of Real Talk with Salwa that I'm going to record today. Um, it is a very good day. The weather is really good, so I'm excited to be doing this. We haven't done an episode on current affairs in a minute, so I'm really excited to be doing an episode on current affairs or what has been going on in our country and globally. So let's dive in, without wasting so much time. First of all, we had the ministerial appointments and Mr. Balaam Barugahara. Is it Barugahara or Barugahara? One of the two, but that gentleman was appointed as the minister for local government, and the state minister is Honorable Namir. And these two people have been making rounds on social media, on the news, because of the approach that they have towards corruption. We have talked about corruption on this show before, so I'm really excited that there is someone in government who is actually going out there and digging up all the dirt and ensuring that people's money, public funds that has that have been spent, people's money that is collected from taxes that we pay through taxes and fees to government, there is someone out there that is actually ensuring that this money does what it is supposed to do. It is very exciting. Um, we've talked about the challenges with the office of the IGG when it comes to corruption. We've talked about the issues that the office faces, probably faces, when it comes to fighting corruption. And I actually talked to someone in that office and I asked them what Balaam and Namere, Honorable Balaam and Honorable Namere Justice are doing. Isn't it what the office of the IGG is supposed to do? And this person said, yes, actually, we have regional officers that are supposed to do this, and also the office of the ombudsman. That's what they're supposed to do. And then I asked, why don't they do it? And this person said there are challenges with funding and things like that. So and then I said, so Honorable Balaam and Honorable Namel are doing your job. And it was just like funny. It was like banter. But honestly speaking, I feel like maybe the office of the IG should get people to actually now start escorting Balaam and Namel. To escort them to all the places they're going to see what exactly is happening. But also, I think that this is an eye-opening exercise. This whole going to hospitals, going to schools, going to the districts to see the roads, the nature of roads that have been constructed in these districts, and the nature of public buildings that have been constructed in these districts. I think it is very eye-opening to see what is going on because we have never really we hear that there is corruption and people are stealing funds, but in most cases, some people don't understand the real impact of corruption. And now we are getting to see it. We've talked about this before again on this podcast. We are getting to see the real impact of corruption. That will be a hospital where there will be no doctors in the morning, and there will be a school where a certain amount of students are getting funded by government, but they are not in school. Where does that money go? How can a hospital be open and there are patients waiting, but there is no one to attend to them? There is no doctor to attend to them. What if someone has a situation that requires immediate assistance? This is how people end up dying. So we are getting to see the cost implications of corruption. When you see a road that is impassable, some people do not know. When you live in Kampala, you think you can just maneuver through any road or panya. Now you go up country and realize there are roads that are impassable, roads where your car cannot pass, but roads where government has paid someone to construct or to make them accessible. So this is really interesting. It is very, very eye-opening. It is showing us the cost implications of corruption and how badly it can affect the ordinary citizen or the ordinary Ugandan. So I would like to specifically thank Honorable Balaam and Honorable Namere. I don't think they're going to see this, or they might, I don't know, but I want to thank them for doing this. Another thing that this is exposing is the inadequacy or the inefficiency of our members of parliament. Because I remember at one time, Honorable Balaam asked uh, what the MPs are doing because he got to a place where the toilet was in such a poor state. He literally wanted, I saw the man, he was very concerned. I don't know how bad it looked in the camera didn't show, but it must have been really, really bad because he was so concerned and he kept asking, members of parliament, what are you doing? So this exercise is showing us that our MPs are not doing what they're supposed to do. Because if there is an issue with government funds in a local district, which you represent as a member of parliament, you should expose it. You should be able to go and say, government paid this district this much money for ABCD, but see what the district has done. As a member of parliament, you are representative of the people. You represent us regardless of what political affiliation you're in, you represent us. So you're supposed to ensure that we get public services and that everything is accessible to us, the citizens. But our MPs don't care. By Ugandan MPs, I think we should have rules when it comes to members of parliament. I know that parliament sits in Kampala and that they have sessions a couple of days in a week. But I think that outside of those days when Parliament has sessions, the members of Parliament who represent different districts should be in those districts. They should go to their districts. They should look in their districts what are the issues, what are people talking about, and also be present to see what are the issues going on in the district. If there is a road construction in the district, you as a member of parliament, you should be aware who is the contractor, how much money have they been paid, and how is how is this contractor doing the work. You don't just pass through because it doesn't concern you, it concerns you, because public services are meant for the people who voted for you. It is part of the accountability you bring towards your people. So members of parliament, shame upon you. Like Balaam said, shame upon you. Please do better. You should actually be going every time Balaam is going to a district, the member of parliament should be part of his team. They should go together. And the member of parliament should tell us, especially the members of parliament who have been representing the district for a minute or for multiple terms, they should tell us how come they have never highlighted these issues to the responsible body, which is the office of the IG. How come they haven't done that? Or if they have, what has happened? We have to hold our members of parliament accountable for, because they they owe us the duty to ensure that they represent us and our needs, and they are able to advocate for us, because we as ordinary citizens, we don't know how to advocate for ourselves. If there is a bad road, we can shout and shout, but that is all we can do. We won't be able to do more than that. But as a member of parliament, you're able to present this to parliament, you're able to present this to the responsible bodies, and then they would act accordingly. So please, our MPs, Balaam is exposing you. Honorable Balaam is exposing you, and Honorable Namer, they are exposing you very, very much, and you should do better. But thank you, Balaam and Namere, for the work that you're doing. We really appreciate. Honorables, it's very difficult to call people honorable when we are so used to knowing them by their ordinary names. So I apologize, because we have always known him as an events planner, and then we have always known Honorable Namira as a journalist. So the switch is going to be difficult, but it is not meant to disrespect them. They are our honorables, and we respect the work that they are doing. We wish them the best. We hope that other people copy what they are doing, and that as a country, we all are able to hold each other accountable and to do better. We need to love our country, because there are certain things, we have said this in our previous episodes. There are certain things that happen, and it just shows that we hate our country. When corruption happens, if someone builds a poor structure in a school, that is hatred for your country because you're putting risk, you're risking the lives of very many young people, or you're not ensuring that the young people are in a comfortable environment while they study. So that is like hating your own country. People will not be proud of their country. People will not enjoy their country because they know the roads are bad, the schools are bad, the hospitals are bad. Those things make people frustrated and people end up hating their country. So please don't do things that show that you hate your country, love your country. Do what you're supposed to do. Our leadership at local government and everywhere in government, please do what you're supposed to do. Ensure that our public funds are doing what they're supposed to do, and let us all enjoy our country. So, with that, that is it about the Balaam's accountability, Honorable Balaam's accountability mechanism. I think it is really good. Some people don't like it, but I think it is very good. I think it is efficient. I think that is the best way to fight corruption in our country right now. So that is it. We're going to talk about the other things that are happening in the news after our 5 minutes break. Bye for now.